Here at MacGyver's Workshop, we build, fix, or re-engineer just about anything. You never know what we'll be working on next. And if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. On to the lower radiator hose and get that on out of here. Neat thing about BMWs and some of your Mercedes, they use a very unique sort of method for their hoses, and they clamp or they slide on, and they have a rubber O-ring in there that seals them, and then this wire latch that holds the thing on. So pretty neat. But on this particular type of BMW, the E46s, they have a little sensor that goes in here, and they tend to leak here and in here. And you know, since this car's never had the hoses changed on it, or that hose changed on it, we're just going to go ahead and replace it. Sometimes you can change the O-rings and be done with it, but in this case we're just going to change the whole hose. Okay, so we've got the hose out. It's really pretty neat actually. You just pull these little lock rings out, and then you got to jiggle a little bit to get the O-ring inside there to break loose, but once you do that, she pops out. But here's the thing that just about everybody forgets on these things, and that's this little bit right here. This is a temperature sensor, and as the hose goes like this, and this is the bottom outlet of the radiator, you got this bit right here, and this is actually what leaks most of the time. And it has a little green O-ring on there like that. If you don't change that, you're sure as heck going to have a leak. So now I didn't have our friend order one of these because I have a whole box of assorted O-rings here, so we're good to go with that. And you just use your handy dandy little, you know, right angle pick here to get this old O-ring out. You just walk it right on off of there. And the bad part about it is that the O-ring had a little nick in it. I don't know if you can see that very well. We'll lube this O-ring up with a little bit of petroleum jelly here so it pops down in there nice and neat. She goes. Easy peasy. Okay, so as I was describing a moment ago here, these clips that they use to retain these hoses, you just want to take here and pop that out into the open position like that, and do that on both bits, both ends of your hose, and then all we have to do is slide it on and seat it, and then just press these back down and they'll pop back into place and lock on a little collar. So away we go. Now I have the hose reinstalled in here, but we're not going to put this air dam on yet until we get her filled back up and check for leaks. So we'll just leave that there for now, and then set her down, make sure our drain plug is snug down here, set her down. Now, when it comes time to fill these up, I like using your typical restaurant style ketchup mustard squeeze bottle and going in and grab my camera here. And I like going ahead and filling it through there, which is the bleeder, which goes right directly into the upper radiator hose and ergo into the head, because we don't want any air pockets trapped in there. And of course we will bleed it when we get it going, but if you just fill from the expansion tank, you know, you may have a big giant air pocket in there, and we don't want to take any chances on something like that. And it's easy enough to, you know, in this car it's easy enough to do it this way, so we'll just fill it like that. Just going like so. Takes a little bit, but this way we know we'll have plenty of coolant on the other side of that thermostat. One thing you don't ever want to do is blow a head gasket on a BMW.